Welcome to Side Roads. I'm Carlos, and this is a 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250. The 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine that produces 221 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to a dual-clutch 8-speed transmission, and you can have it in the US front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. However, in Canada you can only have an all-wheel drive version. The Mercedes CLA 250 competes in the compact luxury class against cars like the BMW 2 Series, the Audi A3, and the Acura Integra. And I'm throwing there the Mazda 3 just for you to have a reference when comparing to a regular class compact sedan. And as you can see, all power, prices, pretty much everything is set to compete really hard in the segment. Safety features for the 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 are things like active brake assist with cross-traffic function, blind spot assist, and attention assist, active lane keeping assist, and there is a Mercedes-Benz driver assistant package available to be added. Fuel efficiency for the CLA 250 is a 9 liters per 100 kilometers city and 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers highway, which is 25 mpg city and 36 mpg highway. Price for the CLA starts in Canada around the 48,000 Canadian dollars, and in the US it starts around 44,000 US dollars. The interior on the 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 is nice in here. All the materials are soft and high quality. The door materials are also soft and comfortable. The support points are also very good. We have 3 memory seats for 3 different drivers, and we have 1 touch up and down for the 4-window, and this special feature from Mercedes, which we are starting to see in other vehicles, the controls for the seats are here and really easy to use instead of having it here on the side of the seat. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather and heated, and we have a dual 10.25 inches screens, one for your gauge cluster and one for your entertainment system. So in the gauge cluster it's really clear, it's super clear, the graphic design is great, and all the information from the car comes from there, and you can customize and change the view that you want to have there, and the options are also really cool. And then this 10.25 inches infotainment screen, which is also color, and touch screen is beautiful again. The design is there and the icons are big. It's pretty easy to use. And it comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it has the Mercedes-Benz response system for voice commands that it was new, introduced with this car, and then went all over the lineup. And then, you know, you can ask the car to do all the functions for the car. That is pretty cool. Both screens can be controlled by the controls here in the steering wheel, which is a touch sensitive pad here. And it's interesting that you can do this. I find that cool. It's okay, I didn't know I was going to find that here. The design here is pretty straightforward, but it's still very Mercedes. So this part is wrapped in leather or something soft. There is an aluminum trim here and in the doors, and it looks really cool. And there is ambient lighting here, and it also looks really cool. The air vents has this turbine inspired design, and they are pretty cool to use and to open and close, and really cool looking, and all of them are the same. And then we have the air conditioning controls here in physical button. Thank you. It's not included in the screen, and it's pretty straightforward. The menu is a little bit on the small side, but it's fine. We have a wireless charger for your phone, 2 cup holder, an extra tray, small here, a volume rotary knob, and then we have a small center console, and the glove box is also on the medium small size. We have a panoramic sunroof here. It doesn't go all the way, but this is a small car. It still looks like a double size regular sunroof here. I find that really cool. The seats are comfortable. They are firm but comfortable. I like them, and they are heated in this car. And you have this bottom extension here for the cushion. The design is pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy, but not offensive either. What I'm not so crazy about is this synthetic leather or fake leather, or looks like vinyl to me. I don't know what it is, but the grain on it is a little bit not for my taste, I will say. It's a matter of taste. You have to see it and get your own opinion, but I like the driving position and I like how comfortable they are. I fit behind myself based on my driving position, and that was a huge surprise for me when I saw this car from outside and from the window. I said, absolutely, I'm not getting in this, and I hate pointing bad stuff from the cars. So I was super surprised. My mirrors are clear with enough space. My height is a little bit on the tight side, but I'm still not touching, and I have a comfortable seat in there. The seats are comfortable. There is an armrest there with 2 cup holders, and there are air vents there. What do I think about this car? The thing that I like the most in general, but especially in the interior, is that this is an entry-level Mercedes, but has all the latest on Mercedes technology and design elements and everything. So even though you go with the entry-level car from the Mercedes lineup, you don't feel that you are in a cheap car or you have less of a Mercedes than if you buy a bigger one. So I like that approach. I like that from Mercedes. I like this product in general because it allows people like us to get into the brand. Pretty cool. So how is to drive the 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA? This is interesting. It is interesting because this is entry-level Mercedes in their lineup. It used to be the A-Class, but they merged that with this somehow, and there is a brand new coming that is supposed to be electric. It will have a gas option, but it's like absolutely new. And in Europe, Mercedes love this level of cars because it really helped them with the sales, because in Europe people like smaller car than we do in North America. So this is an important global product for Mercedes. In North America, I'm not so sure, but I'm glad that exists and we have this option. It is very quiet in here. Of course, that's one of the things that Mercedes needs to make sure that they have present in this car, because that's a luxury factor, and this is a luxury compact sedan. And that needs to be here, by the way, because many cars and brands, regular brands, are adding and improving their cars so much that you can find a regular compact vehicle as quiet as this. So it's good, but hey, the market is catching up to luxury features in general. So this is interesting, and that's why it's interesting. Then the suspension. It is on the firm side, I would say, but nothing bad. I like it. I like this because you can feel the car, you somehow feel in control of the car, you are connected to the road. It's a small car too. There is only so much they can do in terms of price and space to, adapt all that mechanics and all that stuff. So it's nice. It makes it feel a little bit sporty. I like it a lot. This is my type of cars, both in terms of size and setup. So I like it. And that's why I bring all these reviews to you from my perspective, a regular guy perspective. But as much as I can, or as much as I try, there are some things that are personally good to me, but not necessarily for everyone. So let's say that we are having this conversation and we can agree or disagree. So I like the suspension. It does a good job insulating the stuff from the road. There is a very little transfer of anything to the cabin. There is not a lot of vibration. I like it. It's tuned to comfort and premiumness, and I like that. The steering, I'm surprised, is on the soft side. Well, if you are in the luxury segment, maybe that's what you are looking for too. It's fine. It's really comfortable to drive around and in the city, and for most people, I guess it will be a city car anyway. So it's soft and nice to live with. It's quick. I like that. Responds well, but it's soft. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Most probably it's a good thing for the majority of the customers of the Mercedes-Benz CLA. Then we have the transmission. The transmission is an 8-speed dual clutch. And you can tell that there is a very specific characteristic on dual clutch transmissions. They build the speed or the gear, and then you are finally in the gear. It's like you were driving a manual without having to use the clutch, and I think that's pretty much what it is. And I'm an engineer. Watch another channel if you want the specific explanation from a dual clutch, please. I'm talking about the sensation when driving. It's fine. I think 1% of the people will notice any difference. It behaves like an automatic. It's an automatic. It's set to save fuel, and it's good. The numbers for this car in fuel economy are good too, so it's good. I have no issues. It reacts proper. It does a good job taking all that it can from this engine. I like it. It's quick enough. It shift with no issues. It's a good dual clutch for the most part. Then we have the brakes. I love the brakes in here. They are perfectly powerful for the size and the weight of this car. At the pedal calibration, I love. You get immediate response from the brakes as soon as you hit the pedal, and then the transmission kicks in to help you slow down, which is super cool and something that European cars does a lot more than the American cars. So I like this, and I also like how the car is pretty good in building up the power too. So I like the brakes too. Really like the brakes. They feel like they are there for you anytime, and I like that. And then we have visibility. Visibility is good, incredibly. The windshield is big enough. This is a small car, right? But I don't feel claustrophobic. There is this massive sunroof here that for the size of the car, so the cabin feels airy and open. The C-pillar is big, but then you have immediately the window, so I'm not sure there will be a lot of blind spot, maybe a little there, and the back window is huge. I saw the view back here will be compromised. It's not. I'm surprised. The mirrors I find on a little bit on the small side, but they are fine. And by the way, you have blind spot monitoring, and you have a ultra clear 360 camera here. So all that is good. You should park this car with no issue, and it's small, so compact, let's call it. And that makes it really easy to live with. So all that is good. And then we have the engine. The engine is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo and produces 221 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. That's right there with the class. And you can find in regular class this level of power too, which is good from several options or offerings. That is good. And then I find, of course, this is a compact car, so there's a lot of power for this size of car, and it's good, and then it makes it feel sporty and responsive and quick, and it's nice. It's nice because you always feel that you are agile and you can do whatever, you can get out of any situation. This is plenty of power for this car. Again, class adequate, and with the combination of the transmission, it does a pretty good job taking off and passing in the highway. It is good. I like this. I really like it. Again, this is my type of cars, but I was a little bit, what am I'm supposed to find in this car? But I think it has everything that I was expecting to have, and I'm pleasantly surprised. There's no issues here, there is no drama, there is nothing that I wouldn't like. It's compact, again, so not for everyone. If you are considering, I strongly recommend you do a test drive, because you may walk away or you may fall in love. I don't know, that's personal of each one, but it's good. I think this is an interesting proposition from Mercedes. I like that all the brands, Mercedes, BMW, and Audi, are keeping this level of cars here. Not everybody wants a big car. This could also be the way for younger people to get into the luxury premium brands without breaking the bank, and then, you know, keep growing within the brand with time. I like it. And I guess the part that I like the best, and the part that to me justify this car, either having it in the market or for people to get it, is there is no less here. There's everything that you will find in any other Mercedes is here. Of course, there are features and some other comfort things, and the suspension complexity and all that they keep for bigger, more expensive models. But in general terms, you sit here and you feel that you are in a Mercedes. And to me, that's a smart part, because then you don't feel that you bought a cheap car because it was the cheapest or the less expensive in the lineup. It's the other way around. You feel like you are in a Mercedes. And that to me is a selling point of this car. And I'm sure plenty of people is getting hooked to that. So smart from Mercedes. I like this. It's the first Mercedes, by the way, for the channel. I will be driving another one soon. So this is good. This is a good welcoming, a good experience, a positive experience. If you are in the market for a compact, luxury, premium brand or vehicle, you should take a look of the Mercedes-Benz CLA, because, you know, this may be the one for you. The compact luxury sedan is a very small segment, and the Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 is a very strong competitor.